and gentlemen, wrestling fans, welcome to the Locher podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, wrestling fans, welcome to the Locher podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, wrestling fans, welcome to the Locher podcast. Today I'm going to be talking to the sickest man, Osiris.
Greatness at its greatest. Don't leave that out.
Oh.
Let these people know.
Oh yeah, here we go. Greatness at its greatest. Osiris. Better?
That sounds better. That's a lot better.
Okay. Okay, Osiris. Who is Osiris?
The greatest man you'll ever grace the ring with. I'll tell you that right now. Osiris, if you haven't been paying attention, Osiris is the most impactful, most record-breaking, most history-making name that you're going to see. That you're going to see ever grace ESW's locker room, ever grace the wrestling world. Osiris takes one kick to make impact. Osiris takes one kick to make history. Osiris is what he claims to be, the devil himself. He is the man. He is the main event. I mean, he's greatness, baby.
So, what was your greatest accomplishment in ESW? Or anywhere you wrestled at?
Easy, hands down, still to this day. 2009, Hardcore Homecoming 2, when I toppled ESW's clown jester of crime, of wrestling, I guess. There's no crime going on, of wrestling. Wicked J. When I defeated him, it took one kick. He ran straight at me, took him down, 1, 2, 3. It was kind of dark on the footage, kind of hard to see, but it happened. I'm pretty sure there's actually a night vision angle. It happened. 1, 2, 3. Osiris became ESW heavyweight champion of the world. Don't forget it.
So, now we're going to talk about all different kinds of stuff. How many times were you a champion? And what champion were you?
I am a one-time, but one memorable son of a bitch. That's why I'm a one-time champion. But it was a memorable title reign. I'm not looking at the number, I'm looking at what I did, okay? I'm talking about I was part of the most groundbreaking, the most impactful team in ESW history. I'm talking about the Great Divide. This is a team comprised of a legend. This is a team comprised of a legend, the sickest man, the champion, and the owner of ESW. I mean, you can't get any better than that. It's all in one team. We go on to defeat Wicked J kept trying to beat me. Hell, he didn't beat me up until I gave him the belt. I had to walk away, you know what I'm saying? I had to walk away from the show for him to actually finally take the title back. If I hadn't done that, can you imagine what the Great Divide would have done? Can you imagine where we would have gone? Can you imagine just the dominance? I mean, we would have held on to the Anarchy belt for sure. I mean, who's going to get past us, you know what I'm saying? Who's going to get past us for the World Championship? It's not going to happen. I mean, it was just been dominant. It would have been ridiculous.
True. Now you're a former Anarchy champion. How many times?
That right there is a different story, okay? See, that right there is my division. That right there, I'm a 14-time Anarchy champion. I am the first ever. No one can take that away from me. I am the first ever Anarchy champion. That right there, that's a prestigious belt. I mean, look at the wars that have gone on for that title. You know what I'm talking about? Me and Alex G. I was one of the first ones going all the way to Somerset City's Park. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
That's groundbreaking. There's no one else doing that. And I mean, we had a match for me and Conductor, last man standing. We went forever. It was ridiculous. The guy wouldn't go down. We went into a war. At the end of the day, he got a little lucky, I guess. But at the end of the day, it was a great match. And there's great matches out there, just from everybody. Aztec is one of the greatest Anarchy champions. DL3, one of the greatest Anarchy champions. I think he's now a 15-time. It's ridiculous. He's a thief. I mean, he stole the belt at WrestleFest, but that's a different story. We're not talking about him right now. We're talking about a lighter subject. We're talking about the greater subject. We're talking about me right now. Let's not talking about DL3.
What was your favorite match? What was your favorite moment in ESW?
My favorite moment in ESW, everything around the reunion. I love the reunion because that was when I came out and I made my mark, and I came back. Because I don't know, at the end there, I was just kind of the name. But 2013 rolled around, or 2012 rolled around, and the reunion's coming up, and I was like, damn, I gotta get it with a bang. I gotta let these guys know again. And I came back, and bam, who better to go after? Go after Alex G. What did I do? Beat down his brother, attack his father. Hilarious. It was awesome. It was awesome. All that stuff was my favorite moment. Those are my favorite moments in the ESW, that whole shebang.
People argue, the question is, who is the better team? You were both in the Great Divide and the Network. Who do you think was the better team?
Well, let's think about that. Great Divide was, in realistic terms, Great Divide, I mean, they would have been the greater team, because, I mean, look what we would have done. Like I said earlier, imagine the things we would have done if I hadn't messed everything up. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, look what Network did do. I mean, we almost took over ESW, you know what I'm saying? That's a big thing. The Network, we made an impact, and that's nothing that just fizzled out. That stayed going the entire year. They went strong even after I left after the injury. And that was a good team. That was a legit team.
So, you debut with the Anarchy title. You beat the living hell out of Wicked J. What didn't you do?
What didn't I do?
That's right, that's the question. What didn't you do?
That right there, that is a short list. It's better to talk about what I did do. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, I run that guy over. Wicked J, you're talking about Wicked J right there. I run that guy over. I've been in a match where that guy landed on his head, and what we do, we just hit him in the briefcase again. Right after that, we just rolled him up 1, 2, 3. I mean, we've done all kinds of things. We just handcuffed that guy to the truck. We beat the hell out of him. We beat the hell out of Alex G in front of his girlfriend. I mean, we've done all kinds of shit. I mean, Osiris does it all, baby. That's what we do.
So you're the cause. You're first coming in, and you're kicking ass, and you caused Alex G his career. Is that true?
Exactly. That's the first thing. I mean, the first glimpse you catch of greatness is as a referee. God damn it, the best looking referee you've ever seen in your life, I'll tell you right now. And then you see, by the end of the show, 1, 2, oh, and here he is. This is greatness at its greatest. And you're introduced to a new man that's about to retire the owner of this show. And he does it. He does it with a 1, 2, 3 count. It's over. PL3 goes over. Alex G goes out. You know what I'm saying? Out the front door. Don't let the door hit you. Get the hell out. But of course, they had Team FAD to step up and try to save these little heroes and all that. Nobody can just accept change. Nobody's good with change. But I mean, we've seen that. That's another story. But yeah, that debut was good. I loved coming out. I retired somebody. I made that impact. I made history. And we had a team going on, Team PL3, I guess. Team PL3. I don't know. Rather not talk about that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because he ain't greatest at his greatest, unlike you are. So,
you're goddamn right.
I mean, he might be a legend, but who cares about that?
Who cares? That's right.
Where else did you wrestle at? Seston? Stream Showdown Wrestling? Yeah.
I wrestled, well, when I first started, I was doing backyard wrestling. Of course, like most over here, at my house, it was my show. And that carried on for, I think, 5 years or so. And then I went to the professionals, got trained for 2 years. I was in there for the Indies. I think that was at ACW. It's called Anarchy Championship Wrestling. I was training there for 2 years and getting to know the ropes. I learned the basics and how to put a match together and stuff like that. And then he got to the point where he told me, well, I guess everything else you just kind of learn as you go. And it's like, cool. and then I never got to go. I never got an opportunity to go, so I never got the opportunity to learn more. So, after he said we were done, we were done training, and then he stopped training, and we stopped having the opportunity to go train and go practice at the ring and everything, because something was going on with the ring. They were moving venues or something like that. We couldn't use the ring anymore. So I was basically paying them money for training to be a cameraman. And I'm not able to be a cameraman for 4 hours and not be able to do what I was trying to do. That's what I wanted to go do. You know what I'm saying? I want to wrestle, goddammit. You're not going to let greatness spread his wings. I'm going to go spread my wings elsewhere. So I left and didn't like any of the other indies that I saw here in San Antonio. I kept going, look, it's all trash. It's just a bunch of fat, ridiculous old men that fucking can't get over themselves. They're not going anywhere. And it's sad that they failed their audition after the WWE back in 1938. And they're still trying to be dinosaurs, getting in the ring and stuff, but they can't do it. It's a horrible scene. But there's some shows that are alright. But those shows that you stuck up for you and enjoy being a part of. You know what I'm saying? It's just the owners and shit, piece of shit. So I ended up just looking for some backyard. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go have some damn fun somewhere. Just, get better with myself, and then maybe later on when I'm better, or bigger or something like that, I can go try and do the indie thing again. And fucking, so I go to YouTube, and I start looking through YouTube, and I'm like, man, I don't see anything in Texas. They didn't show anything good in Texas anyways, not anything good that I liked. And I was like, man, it all sucks. A bunch of people running around, hitting each other with a bunch of dumb shit, like they're just messing around. And, god awful stuff. Jesus Christ. If I was a part of there, I don't know, I'd probably just tell them to kill me in the first match. I would never. But, then I found a video of ESW. It was a video, I can't remember what date it was, but I know Alex G was on top of the ladder. It was a tall one. He was on his deck. He was on top of the ladder, and he jumps. And, he put conductor through a table. He landed on him. He did a hardcore splash through the table, but he smacked his face all over it. And I was like, oh my god, that was wonderful. I want to go bury his face in the ground too. That was wonderful. So, it looked like you had some freedom, like you had the opportunity for creativity and to do what you want. There's some guys that were having fun, but they actually looked like that they knew what they were doing, and they could perform. You know what I'm saying? Be entertaining and not be fucking. Let's go fucking be stupid and fuck around and try to hit moves we saw last night. You know what I'm saying? So I go over there, and then I shoot him a message, and he's like, this is all on the ESW, the documentary, The Truth. Here's what it's called, the story behind the ESW. Yeah. It's all on YouTube and stuff, but I think it's all in the chapter. But yeah, I messaged him, and he saw my message, let me come try it out, and here I am today. Greater than Alex G will ever be.
So, will you ever go back to the Indies, or just backyard?
Well, man, I'm a realistic guy, and for me to want to be in the Indies, it would be because I would want to progress to WWE, which would take a few years. I'm already 26, so I'd be about, somewhere around Batista's goddamn age when he started. He wasn't there for very long for a reason. The only reason he was so goddamn, big, besides he was a good entertainer and all, but he had a lot of work to do, but he got his big push because his goddamn body. And I ain't going to have no size like that. I'm a realistic man, okay? I don't care how much I want to work out. I ain't going to be 300 pounds unless I go juice it up. And I'm not about that. See, I don't like to destroy this gorgeous piece of amazing. Okay, this is all natural. And it's got to be preserved for years to come. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
I don't like to play around with any of that. Working out is all good and well and everything, but I'm never going to be that kind of size to where I would be all right to get in there at an old age and progress to become world heavyweight champion. And it's never going to happen. And that's just a realistic thing. And it's just realistic. So it is just a realistic thing. And I just know that. So I'm like, no, I do wrestling to have fun, man. And these guys are my friends. And some of them are just good competition to get in there in the ring with. The ones that aren't my friends. And it's good to get down with them and go more, beat the hell out of them, prove a point, and show everybody that I'm still the best, even if I can't go meet WWE.
So the day that you got the push to be the ESW champion, what was going through your mind?
When I got the push?
Yep, when you got the push. The greatest push in wrestling history ever.
I kind of felt undeserving, man. I don't know. That was my goal. That was my goal, to get into a wrestling company somewhere, just any kind of wrestling company. I don't care if it was backyard or if it was an indie show. I just wanted to go somewhere and win a championship. And when he said I come in introducing a championship, I'm like, fuck, I get to start a division. That's badass. Cool. I'm going to do that. So I come in, Anarchy champion. Hells yeah, but I want to win a championship because that shows that you've earned it with your hard work and shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? Shows you that you fucking persevered through a match and you can, put that show on and still overcome and win a title, man. And that's just what I wanted to do. So once they told me that, I don't know, man. I was just like, really? I didn't feel like I'd earned it yet, I guess, but they said yes, and I was just like, yes. So that's wonderful. I'm going to take the opportunity. I'm not going to say no. You know what I'm saying? It's wonderful. So,
right.
So of course, but it's understandable because it's greatness, baby. Who else are going to be world champion? You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
I was on fire. I was winning.
Jay,
I was winning. It was ridiculous.
Right. So what would you tell to the new guys in ESW like Jax Amadeus, Nate Dawson, Joey Russo?
He got fired.
Oh yeah, Jax Amadeus. Are you happy Jax Amadeus got fired?
Fired. I'm happy when all the motherfuckers get fired. It's funny to me. You know why? Because I'm still here, watching them go. I watch them come, and I watch them go. I don't give a fuck how many times I go. I'm still goddamn here, and I'm watching motherfuckers go out the door every time I come back. It's hilarious. It's awesome.
You left about 3 times, right? 3 times, 4 times?
I'm sorry?
How many times did you leave?
No. It was 2 times, sir.
Oh, 2 times. My bad.
2 times. Don't get ahead of yourself there, sir. No, there's not going to be no 3. There's not going to be no 4. I'm not going anywhere else to wrestle. I'm going here to stay in ESW until the day that I retire. Retire. From my career that I've had.
Right. So, you don't like none of the new guys?
I'm sorry?
So you don't like none of the new bucks?
No, I don't like. I like some indie guys. I don't like those guys. No.
Oh, screw them.
Did you say Young Bucks?
Yeah.
I don't like the Young Bucks.
What would you? Cause you are a veteran. What advice would you give to upcoming rookies in ESW?
Upcoming rookies in ESW. Well, man, I know that there's 3 right now. There's the Genesis guys, and at first I judged them, but I'm hoping that they can prove me wrong, prove greatness wrong. It's a hard thing to do, and I'm pretty sure they're not going to. I'm pretty sure they're going to fail, and they're gonna be horrible, and there's not gonna be anything compared to what Osiris is. But I have hope that someday one of those guys or some new guy is going to come through here and he's going to show up Osiris, and on that day Osiris can say, okay, I can go home now, and it's going to be alright. Everything's going to be okay because I can leave it in the hands of one man, of another man that can call himself greatness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I did. So, a couple more questions. Well, it goes back to the day you flipped off that deck of Alex's deck, man. Why did you leave? Why did you leave? The question is why. So many people ask. The internet freaks ask, why did Osiris leave?
Yeah, they do. That's a big moment. That's the most controversial moment in ESW history. And it's talked about. We still talk about it. Well, it was a mix of things. It was just, I had a lot of bad feelings going on. I don't know, I was champion, but I didn't feel like it was a wanted thing, I guess. I just didn't feel like I was wanted around there, and I don't know. I just got bad feelings from people, the way they looked at me and stuff. I came over one day. You know, I brought a thing in where I would try to shake everyone's hand when I came in, whether I liked them or not. I would shake their hands out of respect. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do. And you know, and I would do that before I came in, and I do that when I leave. And you know, started going around. Everybody would start doing that when they come in and shake everybody's hands and stuff like that. But then there was this one time I went over there, and I was already talking to my girlfriend about how it was, you know, how they had a bad feeling going on over there and how people were being weird. And then I go over there, and when I get in, I was like, hey, everybody. And they just kind of all looked at me and went back to the TV all quiet and stuff. And nobody is ever quiet. It's a weird thing. If you know that place, then you understand what I'm talking about. It was just quiet. It's ridiculous. And they looked at me. They looked back at the TV. And I tried to shake everyone's hand. I remember, I think it was OSG or somebody shook my hand. And I just kind of looked at everybody like, what's up, everybody? What's going on? And fucking everybody, oh, no, I was watching this, you know, and it was just like, what the hell? And then, you know, and then we find out about this big Wicked J secret and stuff like that. And I was like, you know, I don't know, maybe just be better to pull the trigger, you know what I'm saying? Or just to keep that secret. Because I knew about it, and I didn't want him to go fucking around the show. And for the better of ESW and to get those bad vibes out of the way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I bit the bullet, and I went with it, and took some time off. That's all it was, goddammit. Everyone's entitled to a little goddamn time off, I think.
Yeah. Just a little break.
I'm the world champion, right?
Right. So, 2016 is going to be greater than 2015, 2014, whatever. This is going to be your year.
Hilarious question, sir. Every year is greater than the next. You know what I'm talking about? Every year is greater. Every year as we progress, it gets greater and greater and greater, and that is because of one reason. That is because of the man greatness, because he does nothing but become greater and greater and greater. And before you know it, everything, you can't just spell greatness in caps lock. It's got to be all caps. It's the greatness at its greatest, all in caps lock. It can't just be the last word. It's gonna be a big deal. 2016 is going to be my year, goddammit. I'm going to take it by storm. 2016, I'm going to reach up. I'm going to grab that brass ring, baby. I'm going to put it around this kick, around this foot. I mean, while I shove it into somebody's jaw. I'm going to put them down for that 3-second 10. And I'm going to grab me that strap this year. I'm going to hold that ESW World Heavyweight Championship at least one more time before I'm done with wrestling, goddammit.
So this is the end of the podcast. So do you want to give anybody a shout out or hell no?
Shout outs? Yeah, I'd like to shout out to somebody, of course. I'd love to shout out to somebody very important, somebody that means a whole lot to me. I'd like to give this shout out to somebody that, you know, they persevere through everything they do. They persevere through all the heartache and through all their hard times, and they put everything into everything they do. They have a heart of gold. I want to shout out going to somebody with a iron back, you know, iron skeleton. If anything, just pure strength, just pure soul. You know what I'm saying? This is a wonderful person, a true person amongst people. You know what I'm saying? A king amongst men. Royalty amongst royalty. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I want to give a shout out to myself.
Oh,
Osiris. I love him. I mean, he's amazing. I mean, when you think about it, Osiris. God damn it! What more can we say? We'll just say it one more time. Osiris. God damn it.
Greatness at its greatest.
Shout out to you, baby.
All right, Osiris, thank you so much for being on my podcast. This will be up later on tonight or whenever. And
everybody that's listening, everybody understand 2016 is the year of the man of the main event. I'm talking about the devil himself. I'm talking about the chin kicking, the green smoking, the super kick sticking, the all night token, the record breaking history, making impact, quaking, most unforgettable son of a bitch that you'll ever see grace the ESW ring. I'm talking about the one that when it comes to these promos, nobody else can relay this. If you're missing out on me, then you're missing out on the latest. The one and only might as well be famous, the living legend himself. Greatness at its greatest. has been Osiris, and you have been blessed to listen to this gorgeous piece of amazing tonight.
All right, man. Thank you so much.